7 levels of high, lock in. I love this video. I've yet to see it.
So there are 7 levels of being high that you may experience while smoking. And although no 2 people will have the exact same experience from
level
weed.
9? Okay, well, there's apparently only 7 levels, so I could be on fucking level 9. I'm assuming past level 5 is incoherent, right? Incapable of speaking. I'm flowing my words fucking perfectly, right? I'm maybe about, level 2.
For level 1, we have toasted. You'll be feeling like a warm sourdough roll. At this level,
yeah, that's it.
Still be able to function normally, but you'll just be a little bit more giggly, and you'll have a slight mind and body relaxation. This is the optimal level of high if you need to do...
When you're at work. Yeah, when I'm at work right now, because this is my fucking work. So at the nicest level to where I can fucking talk. Not Kai Cenat. Anybody remember when he ate like a 500 milligram edible on stream and then was like, if you're going to stream, if I'm going to stream high, I can't be past level 2. Level 2, maybe level 3. I mean, we'll see how he defines it. But if I was at like level 4 chat, that's when you would hear me be like, all right, guys, I'm too high. I got to end stream. Like, that would be like when I'm done.
For level 2, we have baked. You are officially high, but it's not affecting you too much. At this level, objects start to seem more significant. Yeah, I don't really know how to put it any other way than that, but I mean, look at that object.
That is not how they don't look. This is a bad photo reference. No matter how high you get, the hammer will never look like that when you're high. You will just care more about the hammer. That's mentally... The hammer is cooler than it previously was. It looks exactly the same. Nothing's changed.
Thoughts become more random, but you can kind of wrangle them back in and stop your mind from wandering too far. This is a good socially functional level of high. If you're with people and you don't want shit to get weird, stay around this level. For level 3, we have roasted. All mental faculties now require more focus and energy. At this point, your internal monologue starts to get louder. You know how you just heard your own voice in your head reading those words? Well, when you're sober, you think your thoughts quietly, if that makes sense. But when you're roasted, you think your thoughts louder. Also, at this point, sentences are very difficult to form and require expert...
Nah, I wouldn't say that's level 3. Level 3, it's hard to form a sentence. I would say maybe level 4.
Planning and precision to execute. Next up, we have level 4. Sauteed. Sentences are...
That's when I'm like... When it's like hard to form words is when like I'll stare in front of my microwave and like not walk away. Like, you know when you heat something up, you go do another task? Like if I'm high, like pretty high, I won't leave. I'll heat up something for 2 minutes and just watch it the entire time. I will do nothing else. Normally, like say I'm heating up dinner or some shit, I'll go grab water, I'll go pee, I'll get my utensils, I'll like set up my dinner. Bro, I'll stand there. I do that sober. Dude, I could never. That only time I'll ever stand in front of a microwave for 2 minutes is if I'm high.
It now requires all of your energy just to form words. Wah. That's right. Sound it out, buddy. Water. This is the point where you put something in the...
Oh my, I swear I've never seen this video. I've never seen this video.
Microwave for 5 minutes and you stand there watching your...
5 minutes? Okay, that's too much. What the fuck are you putting in a microwave for 5 minutes? Somebody said pre-watched as always. Yo, that's so facts. I waste my entire day pre-watching the videos. I watch every single React video I've ever watched, chat. Yeah, I re-watch it 4 times and I write down my jokes. You're a fucking idiot.
Dude, can you turn the fucking microwave off? Yeah, they really should have like a midnight stoner mode for microwaves. Level 5 is known as Stoney baloneyed. This is when paranoia starts to set in. If you're with other people...
Nah, that ain't paranoia. That would be like when I go quiet, right? When I stop talking, I'm too high. If I'm like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I don't say anything, that I'm too high. Like, to the point where I'd rather sit there in silence than speak or be spoken to. Yeah, that's when I'm going to schlump at a couch.
Avoid eye contact. You will get your soul stolen. This is also when you can become...
Paranoia is at, like, level 6.
Am I walking funny? Is it weird to have the thought that I just had?
Yo, I have to piss so fucking bad right now. I know we're mid-vid. I can't hold it.
No, I'm me. You're just a thought. No, I'm actually you. You aren't you. It's me. This is also the point when I normally feel like I'm just a little goblin inside my own head, watching TV through my eyeballs. At level 6, you have the Kush coma. Right before—
Yeah, like you're just your personality, that's what it feels like. Okay, that's accurate. When it's like you're on level 5, your personality is just housed in your brain, right? And your body isn't you, right? It's just your mind. Your body doesn't exist anymore. You're just a mind in like a robot body. Everything just seems like you're not really operating it. You're kind of just like watching what's happening. You're kind of like watching a TV screen of your life.
The Kush coma. Right before you enter a Kush coma, it can feel like your heart is about to beat out of your chest. At this stage, it's very common to experience weed paralysis, where you just kind of get so high that like you're stuck or you're frozen. I actually have a funny little story about this. One time my friend was throwing a party and we went out to the park next to his house to smoke weed, but he said he was gonna take a few extra rips and that he would meet us back at his house in a few minutes, but he ended up getting too high and he just became frozen on that bench for like multiple hours. Like
multiple hours at your own house party you're just missing? You're just not there. You're in the middle of a fucking park. Everybody else is just at your house. You're just alone. You fucking hit the bong too much. Be honest, that's you. Dude, I just went and took a piss. If I was at this level, I wouldn't have gotten up. I wouldn't be speaking.
Well, the party just continued at his house. He wasn't even there for his own party. At some point, he booted back up like a lagging 90s Dell computer, and he was good as new. But you know, sometimes you just need like a few hours on a bench alone at night before like you're ready to go back to
a couple hours.
Social situation, so, you know, keep that in mind. And last but not least is number 7, the final form of every stoner, the most sacred of all highs, Zooted. Telepathy is now activated, as you no longer require mouth noises to communicate. This is where you start to experience frame rate drops in your vision. Your graphics card is overheated. You can't even sustain 60 FPS at this point. This is when you eat a pizza roll and you feel every individual muscle fiber of your esophagus expanding and contracting as it travels down your throat. You're way past couch lock. You and the couch are now merged with each other on a molecular level. Where do I end and the couch begins, you ask? The answer is yes. Well, anyways.
The answer is yes?
That's it for today. If you have any funny—
Have I been at that level? Yeah. Maybe like 3 times. Bro, I said the first time I ever got high, I ate 2 edibles and I thought I was in purgatory. Not for the first bit. I'll do a quick rundown of the story for the people that haven't heard it, but I have told this story before. I was given a few edibles and said that this is what you should take. I didn't know any dosage results or like how much you should take because I'd never gotten high before. I'd never smoked. I never ate an edible. I'd never even seen an edible until the day that I ate them. And so I'm eating the edibles, and we're watching the Lorax. I'm watching the Lorax, right? And I'm eating I love telling the story. I'm eating sour Mike and Ike's. Right before I actually ate a bunch of these, like, tomato basil crackers. I can never eat tomato basil crackers for the rest of my life because what happened sometime after this was horrific. We're like 30 minutes into the movie, 45 minutes into the movie. I'm like, I'm not feeling shit to my friend, right? And I'm eating these fucking Mike and Ike's. And I bite into one, shock of like, the sourness was in my mouth, was in my entire body. I swear to God, the first time I ever got high, I have never felt that same feeling ever. Mike and Ike's are so underrated. Bro, the sour ones are so fucking fire. So fucking good, dude. Even the regular ones. Mike and Ike's are a top 3 candy. I will not even lie. Mike and Ike's are top 3 candy. I eat the sour Mike and Ike's. Sourness shoots through my body. Uncontrollable laughter for about 10 minutes. I'm like, wow, this is actually the weirdest thing ever. Weirdest thing I've ever felt. Anyways, I go and I lay in a bath. And I'm laying in a bath, like a really warm bath. And I have like dim lights on. And I'm just kind of soaking. And I'm like starting to get to level 6. Right? First time I've ever gotten high. Starting to get to level 6. I'm panicking. I'm like, I'm trying to relax. I'm feeling awful, right? I get out of the bath. Second I stand up, wave of nausea. Wave of nausea. Lay down, and the Lorax is still playing. While it's still playing, and I'm kind of bugging, and I'm also kind of slightly nauseous, and it's still hitting, and it's getting stronger, my boy goes, all right, I'm too high. I'm going to bed. And he took the same amount as me, right? But, like, you told me I should take what you take. This is my first time ever getting high, so I'm going to get way more high than you. And you're cooked right now. This is making me even feel worse, right? So I lay back down, and the nausea just keeps getting worse, right? And this might be the course of like 5-10 minutes. I feel awful, though. Like, I feel like it's been like an hour. And I sit back up, and that's when I've made the body to mind agreement. And I've come to terms with the fact that I'm going to fucking vomit. You know how when you get nauseous and your mind is denying your body, right? And you're like, no, I'm going to suppress it. No, I'm not going to vomit. I'm not going to vomit. I'm going to make myself feel better. And then there's that like momentary switch, right? Where you're so nauseous that your body can no longer fight it without like basically using the willpower of fucking Zeus. So then you have to just completely switch from I don't want to vomit to okay, I really want to vomit. And that's when you've come to terms with the fact that you're going to fucking throw up. And at that point, I walk to the bathroom and I tell my friend, I'm like, I'm going to throw up. I go to the bathroom. The driest vomit I have ever produced in my entire life. When I had the stomach virus the past, 3 weeks ago, I had it twice, right? 4 weeks ago, I had it twice. I'm throwing up, and it's, like, wet. Like, you know, you're digesting it. This vomit was, like, oats crunched up. Really dry oats. Like sand, almost. But it was food form. It was so dry, it was, like, falling out of my body rather than, like, regurgitating, like throwing up with like air or like water pressure, right? When you vomit, there's like water pressure. But when I was vomiting, it was just like falling out of my mouth, like plopping. I'm sorry for the people that are eating. I'm sorry for the people that are eating right now. The lights are making it so much worse that I'm like, all right, I gotta turn the lights off. And I'm hovering over the toilet and it's just pitch black and I'm just throwing up. And I'm so high that like my thoughts in my mind were like I was speaking them out loud, like he was saying with like level 4 or 5. And it was like all I could think was like, wow, I'm nothing right now. And I concluded that I was in purgatory for about 5 minutes. And then I started coming back out of it, right? But as I was coming back out of it, I was like, wow, this is the most humbling thing I've ever been through. Because I felt I felt awful. I felt fucking terrible in the pitch black. And then after that, I laid back down, fell asleep for like 11 hours. Next video.